And we should be good. Alright, this is gonna be a weird day, but fuck it.
It is.
But yeah, live a little earlier for the UFL game because got toasted here for Game 7 of Knicks Pacers because either way, no matter the outcome, it's going to be funny.
My Knicks are going to the first conference finals since the fucking 90s.
I'm really hoping the Pacers like win on a
I
buzzer beater or
haven't
some
seen
shit.
a conference finals run in my lifetime yet. Let alone a finals run, which was also the last conference finals run we had.
You're just hoping for something to hold on to for the future.
Win tip, that's great. Brunson has ball. Gets tipped out of bounds by Nemhard.
I don't even know who Brunson was trying to pass to there. DiVincenzo was being locked up pretty well.
Trying to pass it to DiVincenzo, and then I assume trying to circle it back to Brunson after he gets inside. It's a fall away. He banks it in despite the fact that like 2 people were covering him. Siakam with that Dark Nowitzki ass shot. Brunson shoots the dumbest 3 I've ever seen in my life, but Harden sunk it. That's all. It doesn't matter. OG is him.
And to think, come Wednesday, MSG is going to be facing. Is going to be getting some disappointment themselves when the Panthers come to town to play the Rangers. This might be the one chance of actual hope for that stadium for the next week.
Looked like Neesmith just ran straight through. Screen. That's a rare miss there from Arkansas. The first time I've ever seen him miss that little
What was it?
baseline.
At the top of his jump there is just clearly trying to draw a foul.
He always does that exact same shot. He just usually makes it. Brunson doing his best AI impression. OG is immune to missing a 3.
It's been 2 shots.
Yeah, but he was covered by 2 people. Wide open. Alright. Turner with the 3. Neesmith guarding Brunson insanely well. Albert switches, doubles. Passes DiVincenzo bricks a wide open three, gets his rebounds, misses it again. Halliburton shoots that ugly ass jumper, completely bricks it. Hart tried to do the fast break, didn't end up going that well. Siakam just got the easiest lay ever.
So you mentioned before the stream, like, what if the Pacers just shit the bed? What happens if the Knicks shit the bed?
Well, I'm used to it, so I'm normal. Apparently there was a loose ball foul. I disagree. Nice bucket from DiVincenzo. Nimhard with a rare make.
Rare make.
We timing out that early?
Sup, Flash? Just a little bit of Knicks Pacers until the UFL game starts, and then that becomes more sort of background. Toasted, speak real quick, and Flash let me know how he sounds.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. In the meantime, with also besides Knicks Pacers, there's also the professional bowling playoffs on Fox before the UFL game, because why not?
We ain't covering that.
No, it's just there.
I'm leaving the show. You can get like T-Fox on.
he probably would. Yeah, I'm still upset that I wasn't able to cover DC St. Louis earlier, and instead was watching Denver and Syracuse play in fucking lacrosse, because why not? Yeah, I was looking at some of the brackets for the College World Series a little bit earlier. UCF has a long road to go if they're gonna win that, but if they're gonna win the Big 12, but I think they're also listed as like one of the last four in for it, so, or at least for like the round of 64 or whatever. The main thing when it comes to the College World Series I look for is the Jello Shot Challenge at the local bar, because that's always hilarious to see.
Yeah, there's a little poll there, and I bet on the Brahmas. Yeah, I bet on the Brahmas.
Yeah, I have Arlington winning because I do not really trust San Antonio recently with their backup quarterback. We'll see. Arlington is also one of those weird teams this season. They're 1-6, but more so playing like they should be like 3-4. Arlington played extremely well last week getting their first win, and they've played well throughout the season. It's just they've blown 3 fourth quarter leads. But again, San Antonio, like they've struggled to put up 20 in the past couple weeks.
Knicks Pacers, we're seeing great moments of us smoking the Lakers in the finals.
I definitely think the +4 spread will hit. This game should be close. Yeah, I'm not sure when the men's start. Fuck, my phone is being used. I know it's soon though, cause UCF plays Cincy in the first game of it, in their first game. Oh, it starts in 2 days. Cool. Damn, Siakam ain't missing so far. I think the UFL as a whole wants Arlington to win.
Amazing offensive rebound.
Because
even Shindo 2 straight threes.
A St. Louis hosted playoff game would do wonders for the league. Like that'll probably be back close to the 40,000-50,000 range for attendance.
Was an odd pass there. Siakam.
I don't pay too close attention to most UCF sports outside of football, but like they've done decent in baseball, I guess, this season. I mean, if anything, I've paid closer attention to the ultimate frisbee team this year than anything, because I got a friend who plays ultimate frisbee for a different school, and he's asked me to scout them a few times.
Just made Halliburton look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but about 17 minutes to kick off.
Wide open dunk.
Wait, did you really? You're a little bit ahead of me for the NBA for the Knicks game, which is fine. That's more so gonna be your area for this. Oh, he did. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was 100% shooting foul. I don't see how that could be anything else, honestly. Al called a timeout. Literally, the entirety of both teams is confused as to what the fuck happened. Someone called timeout, no one knows who.
Yeah, that happens.
Apparently, Carlisle wanted to challenge that obvious shooting foul. Siakam trying to get himself a tech.
Yeah, announced a little earlier today. David Johnson retiring. His legacy's going to be being a part of that DeAndre Hopkins trade, which is some legacy to have.
Carlisle, what are you doing?
I don't know, man. It's Rick Carlisle.
That's such an obvious foul. It made almost no contact with the ball. You really think that's gonna get overturned?
Yeah, that is a rough draw.
Such a dumb challenge.
I've seen dumber. There's been a lot of dumb challenges in the NFL and UFL. But that comes with the nature of being able to challenge plays.
That's just not the kind of challenge you should make a game 7-0. Especially not in the first quarter.
I mean, the good news is, unlike in the NHL, if you challenge something, you're not gonna be put at a disadvantage for it. In the NHL, you fail a challenge, you lose, you go on a disadvantage, you go on a man disadvantage.
I think that should be how it is for all sports, honestly.
You lose a challenge, you just play with one less man for like 3 minutes.
Well, I think you should just get a penalty for it.
Yeah.
It should be an extra free throw.
Yeah, that
Because
too,
it's-
Bob.
It's just wasting everyone's time, the challenge. Let's...
Let me quickly see David Johnson's Pro Football Reference. Because, like, again, he's most known for the DeAndre Hopkins trade that he was a part of. But he still had a solid career. Ish. Who knows what the plan was? Who knows how Travis Hunter is going to be in the NFL? Why was David Johnson a key piece in the DeAndre Hopkins trade? I'm looking at it. Okay, I'm looking back at this. What the fuck was Bill O'Brien on when he made that trade? Because David Johnson wasn't like, he had his second season in 2016 was great, and then after that I Texans fans are finally able to see some positive shit again, and I'm happy for them. But there was that dark era for the team where no one understood what was going on. Did play in New Orleans. That's a good for the crossover grid. Yeah, third season he got hurt. Only played in the game.
ABC explaining how the winner of this game is the loser because they have to get swept by the Celtics.
I mean, yeah, especially with the injuries to the Knicks. Wait, is Carlisle gonna win that challenge? Halliburton touched ball first.
How the hell did that get overturned?
Because Halliburton touched ball first.
That did not at all look like he touched ball first.
It looked clear to me that he touched ball first.
Barely looked like he touched ball at all to me.
But the injury to his third season, and then James Conner gets to Arizona shortly after that. Like, yeah, he mentally he definitely wasn't the same, and that plays a lot bigger of an impact than people expect or people realize. James Conner doesn't get there till 21. So who the fuck was stealing attempts from him? I know he was sort of primary back in Arizona in 2018. So then what was... He left, yeah, I mean, he left on an okay note. He missed last season, and they kind of just walked off.
Did Toppin just injure himself by trying to block a shot?
Oh, he dislocated his wrist to begin the 17-18 season. Damn. That sucks.
Brunson just doing Brunson things.
Alright, about 10 minutes from kickoff.
Halliburton definitely tried to shoot. Jump ball. That was not a good.
I think at halftime we're gonna watch the highlights from that first game. Just because again I missed it sadly. So I'm sure in there I'll see it. Or again they'll probably show it on the broadcast as well.
The Pacers are up, but it's not showing in their game right now. That was a plain dumb play by Halliburton.
I mean if it was like a positive yardage play, I'm sure it would be. Called back for a flag. It still might be. But I definitely want to see that. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the more common times holding gets called. So, again, I still expect it to be in the highlights. If not, I'm sure I'll be able to find it easily. Why does the bowling playoffs have a WWE Championship belt? I assume that's for the winner. Yeah, that's to finishing up the bowling playoffs. Then we're gonna be heading over to the UFL kickoff because yeah, I hate how television works. That is a good point, Bob Flash. Belt. It depends on the design of the belt, though, compared to the trophy. Like the Illabuck trophy, I would much rather win that than just a plain old belt. Just imagine just carry it around like a bronze turtle. It combines Buckeye and Illini for Illinois and Ohio State. That's why it's the Illabuck. Yeah, because that's the trophy for the winner of that matchup, which has been Ohio State since 2007. But that will change in July. I will bring back Illinois to dominate. And Pacers are up by 12.
Indeed, they are. Hallie just started hitting a shit ton of threes.
That makes sense.
Big shocker there. A good pass by Hallie leads to an easy bucket.
Yeah, hopefully we cut over towards UFL broadcast soon. I don't know how much more bowling playoffs I can watch or have on until.
Hallie's hit 4 threes in 1 quarter.
Brunson put too much under that pass.
Yeah, what was that, Blake?
Brunson put too much under that pass to DiVincenzo.
Yeah, which is why we got a foul out of it, right?
I mean, if it would have been an and 1, it would have worked better, but guaranteeing the 2 points with a clean pass would have been preferred. Yeah, it's bowling for the next who knows how long. I assume, if anything, it will be on FS1 if the bowling lasts too long, but we'll see. And see, DiVincenzo missed his second free throw, so if the pass was better, you gain an extra point.
Turnover.
I mean, it's the tail end of this round, I believe, so again, just ended. So it should be cutting over to do football soon. Just in time, so the first quarter ends in the Knicks Pacers game. We could be seeing the beginning of the first quarter between Arlington and San Antonio.
Yes, so I can look at the scoreboard as also apparently.
Oh, that was a championship game. That's why they kept on for so long, I guess. Alright, anyway. San Antonio needs to win to keep hopes of home field alive. Arlington looking to spoil some thunder. This should be interesting. I was talking about this.
A lick UFL.
I was talking about this earlier. That I hate that I wasn't able to stream this DC St. Louis game. Because I knew that was going to be a good game. But for some reason, it just was not on ABC in South Florida. I don't know why. But yeah, it just wasn't on. So I wasn't able to. But oh well. Yes, as soon as we get out, Fox is now in commercial, so I assume once we get out, we'll be seeing the kickoff. Yeah, that's why it was close because it didn't have McCarron. But it's like close games are so much fun to watch, no matter who's in. But what are? Okay, injuries are looking. You could, was Day Davis for Arlington? He was placed on IR, so that's a big loss for them. I mean, Devion Smith should still be pretty good. Letty Brown's inactive. That sucks. Even with Isaiah Winstead. All right. Both teams dealing with some injuries. Do we know a time frame for when Chase Gabers gets back? Because I know San Antonio is waiting for that to happen. Look like Charlie Rich. Yeah, Wade Phillips is definitely. Yeah, he's definitely up there. Let's see, a win for San Antonio clinches playoffs. A loss, I'm pretty sure it clinches St. Louis home field. John Lovett playing today is going to help out San Antonio's offense for sure.
This is an odd lineup that we have out here.
Alright, who's getting ball first? San Antonio, okay. And the kick is underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 10-yard line for San Antonio. Trying to work it through up the middle and gets to about the 35. And that is where Quinton Dormandy and San Antonio's offense will begin. Like Richie. I don't know, man. Wade Phillips. More like Richie Rich. I don't know. Wade Phillips. I mean, he's just a character. A co-commentator is toasted. He's gonna be handling just some light reactions to the Pacers Knicks Game 7. Because these games are happening at the same time, I thought might as well.
Why don't we have OG in?
Because he can't move.
He hit a couple threes.
That doesn't require a lot of movement.
We have Brunson or Harden either.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
What universe is fucking Achua, Hartenstein, Burks, McBride, and even Vinzo's the lineup that we went on.
Alright,
first our full second unit.
First play of the game. Dormady going to hand this one off to John Lovett up the middle. Who finds a nice lane, picks up about 6 to the 40-yard line. The run game is going to be important for San Antonio today, just like the first meeting.
This fuckhead over there.
Dormady and shotgun back behind him. Going to hand this off once again, trying to work it up the middle. That's going to pick up the first down and about to the 45. That is Anthony McFarlane on the carry. Yeah, like St. Louis should be fine. I expect those three. I expect those three to be back next week. We'll see how the injury report shapes things up. But pulling out a win without them is big. In shotgun back to his left, two receivers spread out to inside, handing this one off once again up the middle. And he gains about 4 yards to the 49-yard line. Is John Lovett on the carry. And Arlington's defense is going to need to stand up big today if they're going to pull it out. Alright, shotgun back to his right, two receivers each side. Ball actually on the 48-yard line, looking to throw for the first time today. Has time, gonna pass it out to the back in the swing route. And he's making two people miss past the 30, past the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown San Antonio. Anthony McFarlane takes a swing route the distance to score first. About a 2-minute drive is all San Antonio needs. And that is the wrong one. There we go. 6-0 San Antonio. Just a check down going the distance. Sometimes it's that simple. Yeah, I mean that. And then McFarlane just moves around 2 to 3 defenders and finds plenty of open space. So yeah, McFarlane's first game back from injury, he's already in the end zone. So they'll be lined up to go for the 1-point try from the 2-yard line to make it a 7-point game. And that Kevin Hogan in the game? Okay. Hogan is shotgun back to his right. Going to hand this one off up the middle. And that's Morgan Ellison pounding through and gets in 7-0 San Antonio. What a start. And yeah, because this is a Fox broadcast, we're heading to commercial. Like again, that wasn't necessarily bad defense in Arlington. McFarlane just made people miss and took it the rest of the way. So I see that Knicks Pacers is that commercial toasted up. What's going on over there? Not necessarily blown coverage. It was a swing route. It was a swing route check down that McFarlane just weaved through defenders as soon as he caught it. There's not much you can do there besides just throw your hands up and say, "Well, we tried. We played defense well enough to force a check down. We just couldn't tackle." Arlington's defense is going to need to play a lot better than that. The main thing is just they need to tackle. Okay, not even necessarily a needle of a throw. McFarland caught that ball with like 5 yards of space in the backfield. It's just they could not tackle for shit. We'll see how Arlington decides to respond. I mean, with how easily San Antonio just moved the ball there, a response would need to be points in some form. Alright, kick is underway, going to be returned beginning from the 10. And sliding down at about the 27. Great kick coverage from San Antonio. And we'll see what Luis Perez can do. So with this being one of the few broadcasts where I'm actually wearing headphones and actually able to listen to it, I can hear the pronunciations of names. So it's Sal Canella, not Cananella. Alright, Perez and shotgun back behind him. Ball on the 27. Again, need to respond here. Gonna play action, looking to throw first play. Launcher went deep down the field, has a man, and it's incomplete. Dropping it is Javonte Payton. Had a step, but just couldn't hang on. I'm not sure if the San Antonio defender there touched the ball, but he did enough to make it so. No, that's through the hands of Payton. That needs to be caught. It's through his arms. Perez going to look to throw on second down over the middle. It is caught for the first down and a gain for about 12. This one to Tyler Vaughn. Wamba. And shotgun back to his right, going to hand this one off up the middle. And that's Devion Smith gaining about 4, maybe 5. So a solid carry there, trying to get the run game going, which can be an important factor. Perez under center on 2nd and 6. Back behind him, sending receiver in motion. Going to toss it to the motioned receiver. Trying some trickery on 2nd and 6. And it's going to lose about a yard, maybe even 2.
Is that what we call a bad play? Like?
Yeah. I mean,
Speaking of bad plays, why the hell are we down 20?
To be fair, no matter who he would have tossed it to, I don't think it would have worked. But San Antonio just played it well either way.
If we lose this game, I'm making them meet the Grams. This on fucking Tyrese.
Perez alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, looking to throw in 3rd and 7. Plenty of time. Now throwing left side where there's no one home, and it's picked off. Trying to find something going, working his way across the field to the right side. Now trying to find his way back to the left. Or back to the left, but is going to be tackled down at about the 45. That is Bo Pete Keys on with the interception. And he threw that to a window where no one was at besides the defender. So that's not how you respond to a quick touchdown San Antonio, by giving them the ball back. And we're heading to commercial with 10 minutes left in the first. You haven't even turned the ball over that much, though, Sid. It's just missed shots like it. I don't know.
Shots aren't falling. Or shots that usually fall aren't falling with it. But Chua never misses that until now.
Oh boy.
Terrell Sprewell's in the arena. Come on. You gonna do this in front of Terrell?
I just know Tom Thibodeau's gonna have either the worst halftime speech of all time or the most mediocre.
What do you mean by that, boy?
I mean, it ain't gonna be enough if y'all are down by too much.
Hey, yo, didn't y'all lose to Boston first round?
We lost to the number one. We lost to the best team in the NBA in the first round. Yes, y'all
Yeah,
losing to the
5.
6th seed.
Didn't y'all beat them last year? Hey, yo, didn't y'all lose to Nick Batum?
Yeah, with a hobbled Jimmy.
We had a hobbled everyone. We still beat him.
Okay, so during the commercial break, they reviewed the interception and overturned it. So that's better for Arlington, but still not great. Now they're not going to be punting it away on 4th and 7. Yeah. Perez was looking for the tight end on the crossing route, but he got blocked pretty. He got held up pretty well at the line. So the punt comes off clean. Return going to begin from the 5. As Marquez Stevenson back for the return, he gets up to about the 20. So a better situation for Arlington. Yeah, but you would rather them have ball on the 20 than damn near the 50. Of course you want the Knicks out, Ballflash. Because you given your defense a lot better of field position to work with. Dormady and shotgun back behind him, going to hand this one off, trying to work that right side, and Anthony McFarland gains about 3 yards on the carry. Because again, it's all like it's within the whole like offense and defenses, like play call and everything. There's also the field position battle, and again, ball in the 20 is a lot better for your defense than ball in the 40. In shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side, kind of in a bunch set, looking to throw. Quick pass right side's going to be batted away, incomplete. Intended for John Trey Kirkland, and that sets up 3rd and 7. It is great actually being able to hear the play calls as well now for this game. So trips left, red 14. So Normandy's in shotgun back to his right, and obviously 3 receivers to the left. And he bobbles the snap, looking to throw a quick pass over the middle. It is caught by Cody Latimer, and he fights through a tackler to make sure he gets at least 7 yards for the San Antonio first down. Looked like he might have gotten 8 there. I mean, it's dangerous throwing short of the sticks there, but when you have Cody Latimer who can just bully his way for more yards, it works. So in shotgun back to his left, going to delay handoff this one to Anthony McFarlane, who only gains about a yard on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Once again in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers left. Ball on the 31-yard line, looking to throw. Has plenty of time throwing deep left side, and what a back shoulder throw. It is caught near the plus 40-yard line. Massive pickup of yards. That is KD Cannon on the reception. Dormady places it perfectly back shoulder. And yeah, catches it near the plus 38. So hurry up here, going to hand off this one, trying to work that left side. Gains about a yard. Is Anthony McFarlane on the carry, I believe. Yeah, he gets the feed and bounds, and then they hurried it up and just handed it off to make sure it couldn't be reviewed. Yeah, that's a great play. So 2nd and 9 now. Dormady and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers each side. Ball now on the 36, looking to throw. Has time passing over the middle to Cody Latimer. Is caught at past the 20, the 15, and it takes 3 Renegades to bring him down at the 11. San Antonio is moving with ease, looking like their week 1 selves a little bit. So 1st and 10, got ball on about the 11. Dormady and shotgun back to his left. Going to hand this one off to Morgan Ellison, who's patient in the backfield, finds a lane and gains 6 to the 5-yard line. Dormady and shotgun back to his left. Going to hand this one off up the middle of Morgan Ellison. Gets to the 2-yard line. Sets up 3rd down.
Alec Burks is having an out-of-body experience right now. And he makes the free throw.
Shotgun back to his right. They've been running the ball really well today. Wouldn't be surprised if it's another handoff here. No, gonna bootleg, rolling out to his right, throwing back corner of the end zone. Just too high for Marquez Stevenson. Gonna fall incomplete. And with 4th and 2, ball on about the 3-yard line. I mean, you're fine to just go for it here with how your defense has been playing. Especially because you can still get a 1st down. But out comes the field goal unit, trying to make it a 10-point game. Ryan Santoso who's been the kicker since week 3 for San Antonio. He's going to try a 21-yard try. That is centered up pretty well. Good snap, good hold, kick up, and good. So with 4 minutes left in the first quarter, it is a 10-0 game in favor of San Antonio. And that'll bring us to a commercial break. The Knicks really about to lose to the Pacers again in the playoffs, huh? I know it's weird, but that's a good example of why the punt was better than the interception, because if they were up 20 yards to begin the drive, that probably ends in the end zone instead. So by having them start at about the 20, it saves them at least 3 points. So it's still going to take a lot for Arlington to come back in this one. Cool, a Mr. T commercial. Yeah, we're still at commercial break. And meanwhile, it feels like the Knicks have been at commercial break since the start of this game, doesn't it?
Not really.
No, I mean they're only down by what, 19?
We're going score for score right now, Blake.
You're still down by 19.
You remember the first, 3 games against Philly?
Yeah, but those were relatively close throughout.
Even one of those, they blew a 15-point lead.
Right, back from commercial, San Antonio gonna send this one away. Return begins at about the 10. And trying to get a cut up in the middle, trying to work that left side. Has some space if he can get there. But gets pushed out of bounds at about the 33, maybe 34. So again, now Arlington really does need to start scoring relatively quickly here. San Antonio has been moving the ball too effectively for Arlington not to respond in some capacity. Perez in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, spread out a little bit. Motion in the back, out wide to the right, looking to throw. Quick pass left side on a slant is caught and brought down about the 39-yard line for a gain of roughly 5. Not a bad first play of the drive for Arlington, but again, you want to try to get quite a few things going here and a little bit quicker. Perez in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers wide to the right. 2nd and 4, going to look to throw left side, and it's going to be caught for the first down and a gain of 5 by Tyler Vaughns, but a dangerous pass by Perez somehow gets it in there. Actually hearing the play calls and everything is so cool. But Perez under center, back behind him, ball on the 44, trying to work, handed off, trying to work that left side. He gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. So now 2nd and 10. Perez and shotgun back to his left. 2:20 left in the first. 3 receivers out wide to the right. Dropping back, looking to throw. Pressure gets so quick, gonna try to screen to the left, and it's going to lose about 5 yards. Down to about the 40 yard line, gets blown up instantly. And it'll be 3rd and 14 for Arlington now. It is definitely looking a lot more lopsided than I thought it was going to. Arlington just can't get much going out in the backfield. But now we're getting 3rd and long, needing to push the ball downfield. We'll see what Perez does, what decision he makes. And shotgun back to his right, looking to throw. San Antonio only sending 3, trying to check it down to the back in the flat, and it's overthrown. Falling incomplete. San Antonio will get the ball back. And Arlington is playing very rough right now. So Marquette King, former Oakland Raider, on to punt this one away. Return's going to begin from about the 13. Marquez Stevenson trying to make people miss, but they're going to be brought down at about the 15-yard line. So Arlington's doing a good job with the field positioning aspect, but they can't get stuff figured out on offense as we head to commercial break once again. Because I hate Fox. Did Brunson just get an N1?
Yes.
That's cool. And why is Game 7 tomorrow between Edmonton and Vancouver at 9 p.m.? A Jack Daniels commercial with Back in Black playing in the background. That's cool. But it was still a commercial after the Arlington punt. Spike Lee looking like Spike Lee.
I thought that was a travel. Apparently it was just an offensive foul. Either way, it was on Siakam either. Yeah, offensive. A lot of dumb turnovers in the Panthers have caused this to lower this lead. Who was that? Was that Neesmith or was that Neymar? Just what the fuck made them think it was a good idea to pass there instead of trying to...
San Antonio handing this one off, trying to work that right side. It goes nowhere. Stonewall to the line of scrimmage. And 35 seconds left in the quarter. Gonna have what most likely will end up being a final play of the first coming up here. Dormandy and shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers left. Looking to throw. Has some time thrown over the middle, and it is incomplete. Intended for Cody Latimer. Low and away. And why did the clock stop? There we go. So yeah, that will bring us to the second quarter. And straight back to commercial. Because again, Fox does a great job with broadcasts.
I bet you love that this isn't on ABC.
ABC actually has one of the better broadcast packages for the UFL.
Yeah, that's why I said it. It was sarcastic, boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're was it like the fan mascot or whatever? It does have some shades of Jack Black and Nacho Libre. It's a dude in a black and gold luchador mask, and the dude's kind of looks similar enough to Jack Black. But yeah, both games are now a commercial. Great timing.
Knicks face doesn't have fun.
Yeah. So if
on commercials for about like another half hour.
If you're a Tom Thibodeau, what are you saying in the locker room at half to try to rejuvenate the team?
Keep doing what we were doing there. Keep doing what just led them to give up like 5 straight points off the turnovers. Like, keep baiting them into taking stupid ass fouls. So they've been doing it.
Yeah, still waiting to come back. Still a commercial waiting for the second quarter to begin in San Antonio. And again, Fox loves to drag out these commercials because it's Fox. Alright, just coming out of the commercial over in San Antonio. Waiting for the start of the quarter. Dormandy in shotgun back to his right. 3rd and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line. Going to look to throw. Thrown over the middle, and it's going to be Caught by Cody Latimer. Throw was low, but somehow bends down enough to snag that off the ground. Great hands by Cody Latimer. Yeah, ball never hits the ground. Great job by Cody Latimer. Former Orlando Guardian right there. Now handing this one off on 1st and 10, and it's going to lose about 5 yards. Arlington's run defense is stepping up, though, that's for sure. Look, it is officially a loss of 4. Look like it could have been a loss of 5. Dormandy in shotgun, back behind him, 2 receivers spread out to each side. Going to look to throw on 2nd and 14, pass right side, going to be caught by John Trey Kirkland and brought down at about midfield. So it makes it 3rd and manageable after a 2nd and 14 play. I don't know. Michigan's both Michigan and San Antonio are in weird spots right now. But Dormandy looking to throw in 3rd and 6, having to step up in the pocket, trying to find space, going to keep it himself on the left side. Plenty of room past the 40 and stepping out of bounds at the 37-ish, or I was supposed to say 35. But Michigan is playing 2 QB system with a 3rd and 4th string. The hope is Edling gets back soon. San Antonio, as of past few weeks, have looking rough in Dormandy, but he's looking a lot better today than he has in the past. Arlington is just a pretty mad team to begin with. But looking to throw in 1st and 10, quick pass right side to Cody Latimer is caught and gains about 8. So that sets up 2nd and 2. And yeah, Cody Latimer has been the favorite target today for Quinton Dormandy. And it makes sense. Again, Latimer has some really sure hands. Going to hand this one off on 2nd and 2 to Anthony McFarland, who has plenty of space and blocking on the left side, and is going to fight forward to about the 10-yard line after making first contact with the defender at about the 15. And yeah, this game is shaping up to be a bit of a blowout, but that's what happens sometimes. If Marquez Stevenson could have held that block a little bit longer, McFarland could have gone the distance. Dormandy going to hand this one off once again on 1st and 10, and this time it's going to lose 2 yards. Arlington was able to apply some pressure and good penetration there. And now they need to hope to make another stop and keep this a 2-possession game. A little bit of a wildcat action, going to keep it himself right side as John Lovett breaks 1 tackle, fights through another, and dives forward after a gain of about 10. Sets up 3rd and 1. We got a wildcat sighted. The Wildcat offense used to run the NFL in 08, and then the Dolphins became kind of shitty for another year, for the next few years. 3rd and 1, Dormandy in shotgun back to his right, ball in the 2. Going to hand this one off to John Lovett, who gets stonewalled back at around the 2.5-yard line. So a great stand on third down for Arlington. But with a 2-possession lead back inside the 5-yard line, this is most likely 4-down territory for San Antonio. There was also a chance they tried to get Arlington to jump. But Dormady in shotgun, back to his left. And there is movement up front. We'll see who moved first. It was just a plan to try to get Arlington to jump, but instead it's a false start on San Antonio. Will be 4th and 7, and then most likely sending out the field goal unit. Yeah, they are looking like Birmingham inside the 10. It's But again, Birmingham has looked a lot better in the red zone since Martinez has become the full-time starter. But Santoso on for the field goal try, going to be a 26-yard attempt from the left hash. Kick is up and straight down the middle. It is a 13-0 game. Again, good news for Arlington. It is still 1 possession, or 2 possessions. But they're going to need to get something going on offense on this next drive. And yeah, that sends us to commercial break as well. Alright, cool. Knicks Pacers still at the half. But I still plan at when the UFL regular season ends. I still plan to have a video that kind of discusses teams' red zone percentages, drop percentage, third down percentage. Kind of go over some of those to figure out kind of like how much. You kind of just figure out like what the top teams overcame. Because again, with Birmingham and their red zone percentage St. Louis and kind of their drops, they kind of deal with it a little bit. So it would be interesting to see kind of how much of a factor in the UFL those have played this season. Yeah, just coming out of commercial break, we should be seeing to kick off here shortly. Again, Arlington needs something to provide that spark of momentum, and a great kick return here could be that. Santoso sends this one down. Going to be returned beginning from the 15. And looking for something to spark the momentum, and instead only gets out to about the 25-yard line. So great kick coverage from San Antonio. Arlington's really going to need something now out of their offense. Perez in shotgun, back to his right. First play of the drive could go a long way to establishing something. Going to hand this one off and gets up the middle and gains about 6 on the carry is Devion Smith. So, solid start to the drive. We need to build off of it. Key thing is you don't want to fall behind the sticks too often if you're Arlington. You don't really have the team to come back from something like that. Gonna hand this one off once again and gets out to about the 34-yard line is Devion Smith. And yeah, those Oilers colors, that you see signs of it within Arlington. Those colors are so good, man. The Oilers brand as a whole is fantastic. It sucks that the Titans don't wear it more often. Or don't embrace those colors more often. But at the same time, it also makes sense why they don't. But Perez under center on 3rd and inches. And they get San Antonio to jump, it seems. But we'll see. It's always hard to judge with pre-snap penalties. Because the defensive line jumping is always more obvious most times than a false start. And yep, it's false start on Arlington. That is not what they wanted. That could be a drive killer. Just like that. Just because of how their team is. Yeah, like he moved like an inch, but good job by the ref to see it.
Pacers start off the second half with a shot clock violation.
3rd and 6 again. Needing this to be a drive. Perez and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers spread out to each side. Needing the 35-yard line. San Antonio sack in the box. San Antonio sends pressure. Perez looking to throw. Pass over the middle is caught at the 40-yard line by Sal Cannella. And that extends the drive. Finally, they get the tight end into it a little bit. Yeah, the middle of the field got left open because of the motion of the running back. Throwing here on 1st and 10, rolling out right. Sending one deep down the field, and it's going to be caught at the 20-yard line. There is a flag on the play, but currently as it stands, it is Tyler Vaughn on a big-time snag. It is pass interference on San Antonio, so it will be declined, and Arlington is moving. And out and up, gets enough separation there to just go up and get it. And yeah, that is clear DPI. Who are y'all going up against Spot Flash again? I assume you're talking about softball and not the Cardinals, because yeah. The Cardinals aren't even playing today, are they? And I saw the Cardinals City Connect uniforms the other day. They look like something, alright. President shotgun back to his right. Going to hand this one off, and it's going to lose about a yard with Devion Smith on the carry. Southern Illinois. Arlington really needs this drive to cap off in the end zone. President shotgun back to his right. Sending receiver in motion, going to hand it off on a jet sweep, and gets inside the 20 to about the 17.
Yeah.
Third and 7. Not quite in 4-down territory yet. Oh, the refs missed a face mask. Right, Perez alone in shotgun. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Needing the 11-yard line. And they don't even get the snap off.
Rick Carlisle looks fucking pissed right now.
Delay of game on Arlington. You... Come on. You couldn't afford for that to happen. Alright, 3rd and 12 now, after the delay of game. Just dumb mistakes. Again, need the 11-yard line. Perez alone in shotgun, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. San Antonio has everyone back, only sending 3. Perez thrown underneath to Javonte Payton, trying to find some kind of space to run up the field. He pretty much just ran horizontally at the 15, and he will be tackled there. 4th down. Because with the coaches being mic'd up, you just hear Bob Stoops saying he should have called a timeout on the 3rd and 7, but he trusted his team too much. Yeah, exactly. Like San Antonio played everyone back, and nothing the receiver could have done. A kick is up and straight down the middle, so at least at least Arlington gets points on the board that drive. But they're still down 10. There's 4:23 left in the half, so Arlington's gonna need to make a stop here, and hope they can end up doubling up. Those middle 8 minutes are very important in the game. So what's going on with Rick Carlisle, Tosin?
The Pacers are a lot of stupid turnovers.
Makes sense.
And it seems like with every other play, one of his players is like on the edge of getting a technical. I'm shocked that Tyrese hasn't gotten one yet. Why is there a Hamayakis where he's in a fucking sauna?
Because I don't know.
I don't want to see Hamayakis in a towel.
They'd be like, Arlington's offense, I mean, you drove down the field so effectively, and then a boneheaded delay of game penalty kills the drive. Like, that just sucks. But it's still that commercial, as Knicks Pacers about to get out of commercial.
Hey, that was a really good clip they showed off of us. Just coming back from an insane lead from Indiana in 1994. If you ask me, that was one of the greatest finals teams to not win.
St. Louis's conference record being 4-0 is fantastic for them. The 2 losses were to Michigan and Birmingham, who are playing for the USFL Conference Championship in a few weeks. But Arlington gonna
The
send
Garden
this
turning
one
into the
away.
Garden, no?
Return begins at the 10-yard line. And great return, breaking a tackle past the 40. Still breaking tackles past the 50. And finally brought down at about the plus 45-yard line. And
Oh my god, that's...
any momentum Arlington gained on that previous drive is pretty much just wiped out right now because of that return.
Brunson should be arrested for what the fuck he just did. He just stared Neesmith down and then shot a fucking 3 right in his face.
Yeah, Wade Phillips has been coaching for a long ass time. Dormady throwing right side on 1st and 10, gonna be caught. And fighting forward, gets to about the 35-yard line. Jontre Kirkland, that's enough for a 1st down. Man, they're just bullying Arlington at this point. Yeah, same. I think if Belichick would have gotten the job, I think he would have been the older. No, is Belichick only like 74? Still insane that he's been coaching for this long. Trying to hand this one off on 1st and 10 is going to lose about 4 yards on the play. Again, just...
The lead was 20, it's now 8. What the fuck is going on?
Trying to hand it off right side, and there was just no window. Yeah.
Is that last up for the Pacers?
Dormady and shotgun back to his left, 2 receivers each side, looking to throw in 2nd and 12. Throwing a Texas route over the middle, it is caught. Breaking 1 tackle, the 10, the 5. Anthony McFarland gets in for a touchdown. Wow. Just a simple Texas route. Arlington left the middle of the field wide open. And McFarland does the rest. And he's rolling dice for the celebration. First game back from injury. He has been playing incredible. Jeez, man. Gotta make that tackle, though, if you're Arlington.
Hey, Blake, didn't you bet on Arlington to win this game?
I thought they had a chance to, yes. I had them to win in my predictions.
That's really just quite embarrassing.
I mean, even if they lose, I'm 3-1 for the week, so it's still a solid week.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, San Antonio's definitely found themselves. And also, part of it could just be Arlington's defense being like very 50-50 on what they're gonna get, and they just have not showed up today. Dormady and shotgun, 4 weird formation, but it's do a screenplay left side on a 1-point try, and Jontre Kirkland walks in. What a formation call! They had 3 linemen lined up to the left as like receivers, and they just throw a screenplay with linemen guarding corners. Like, beautiful play design for a conversion attempt. But there's still 3 minutes left in the half. Arlington gets ball to begin second half, so they could double up. They just need to actually get something on offense going first.
Wait, Blake.
What?
There was a stat. The largest halftime deficit to ever be overcame in a Game 7 was 11 points. If the Pacers lose this game, it'll be a record-breaking score.
Oh yeah, but St. Louis, San Antonio is going to be a great playoff game. Same thing with Birmingham, Michigan. Like, those are going to be some really good games. Also, same thing with whatever the matchup is in the playoffs, in the championship. Obviously, the ideal one is St. Louis and Birmingham, but yeah, either way, really, like this should be a really good playoffs. It would be made 10 times better if we get 2 games in St. Louis. But what, St. Louis, we need to win at least one more. So I feel confident in that ability. Because who does? Because I know San Antonio needs to win out to get the home playoff game, and they play St. Louis final week of the season. Yeah, both playoff games are going to be played the final week of the season, and then once again, in the that is. Whoever came up with the schedule probably did not think that through enough. Because Michigan and Birmingham play each other week 10, and then are playing in the championship in Birmingham, or in the playoff game in Birmingham. And then St. Louis and San Antonio are playing each other week 10, and then they're going to be playing each other again in St. Louis again. Like, in the same stadiums, the same matchups, back to back. That's fantastic. I don't think I've ever seen a massive championship hangover like we're seeing with Arlington, though. They won it last year. Granted, they were 6-6 last year, but they still won the championship. It would be like Groundhog Day. Arlington set to return this, and he muffed it, but recovers it at the 10, and trying to get something on the return here. Going to get up to about the 27. Home, it gets ripped off, but again, still not a great return. Week 2, Arlington blew a fourth quarter lead. Week 3, they blew a fourth quarter lead. And then week 5, the game was tied entering the fourth, and they lost. Week 6, they blew a fourth quarter lead. Though, like that's the reason why I thought Arlington would be able to play better today, because they've been in a lot of close games this season. Perez and shotgun back to his right, needing something right here to end the half, trying to double up. Play action, looking to throw. Stepping in, throwing right side, and it's overthrown and intercepted. Past the 30, pushed out of bounds at the 28-yard line, but there was a flag on the play. Jeez. Completely sailed that and right into the hands of a San Antonio defender. We'll see what the flag is, though. Hopefully it's on. For Arlington's sake, hopefully it's on San Antonio. But something tells me it'll be Holden. Holden on San Antonio. So it's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. So I was correct, it was going to be a Holden call. I just wasn't expecting defensive Holden. So Arlington gets saved. Now in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the right as well. Going play action, looking to throw, pass left side, and it's incomplete. Off target, looking for Tyler Vaughn. High and 2 inside. More so a throwaway, if anything. It's like this. They need to get something at the end of this half. Like, they cannot go into half down 17 if they wanted to have a chance in this. In shotgun, back to his right, two receivers spread out to each side, looking to throw. Has time, plenty of time, trying to direct traffic. And then the pocket collapses after he tried to roll out to his right, sacked back by the 20. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. Great coverage sack by San Antonio, but man. Yeah, just not much going on there. So when we get out of the 2-minute warning, it will be like, what, 3rd and 20-ish? Yeah, commercial break now. It's nasty up front for San Antonio.
The fuck was that sequence? The ball went up and down the court like twice.
All good. Yeah, just get Fox in the commercials. It's gonna take a while to get back from the 2-minute warning. And even then, who knows how Arlington's going to handle the rest of it. Yeah, all good, Bob Flash. Yeah, again, I typically lurk as well when I watch streams, so. Listen, the Knicks are down by 15. I don't know. Tell us how you feeling.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. This game is insane. I feel like every single player on the court right now did bath salts before this game.
Well, there's your answer, Bob Flash. Perez alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 3rd and 17, needing the 42-yard line. And there's going to be a false start. Are you fucking kidding me, Arlington?
I believe that was the 80th three-pointer that Halliburton has hit this game.
So a 3rd and 22.
And the ball ended up on the top of the fucking backboard. Yeah, that's great.
So ball now on the 19-yard line, needing the 42. Looking to throw Perez. Has time in the pocket, dancing around, stepping up, and not going to get rid of it in time, only going to gain 2 yards. Pushed forward by San Antonio, and it's going to be like technically a gain of 2, but more so a coverage sack. San Antonio only rushed 3, dropped back 8, and nowhere to go with the ball. Yeah, just not really anywhere to go with it. It doesn't help when 3 receivers are short of the first down marker. Like, what does Arlington do? Alright, Arlington gonna punt this one away. San Antonio calls a timeout with a minute 48 left because there's to try to have as much time left on the clock when you get this ball back. That drive could have been massive for Arlington, but instead...
Dude, I miss Julius Randle so much.
I never thought I would hear you say that. Punt comes off clean. There is a flag on the play, though. Marquez Stevenson set to return from the 35. Going to slide down at the 40. And it's going to be offsides on San Antonio, which I'm not. It doesn't matter, but I'm sure I'm sure Arlington will elect to repunt.
Honestly, you know what I miss the most right now?
R.J. Barrett.
Hell no. Mitchell Robinson.
That's fair. Yeah, so Arlington accepts the offsides penalty, so it will be 4th and 16, and they're gonna repunt.
I've missed him since that fucking convicted felon Joel Embiid came in the area.
So Marquette King punted this one away once again. Comes off clean. And Marquez Stevenson's going to return beginning from about the 22. And going to be brought down to 25. So again, a lot better field positioning for your defense if you're Arlington. But that killed like 15 seconds of clock to punt it twice. They're hoping to try to find a way to get the ball back. They have 3 timeouts. And Anthony McFarland has had himself a day.
Man, I want Joel Embiid's head on a pike. I hate that man so much.
Dormady and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers spread out to each side. Ball on the 25. Thrown over the middle. It is caught by Cody Latimer. Breaks 1 tackle. Running down the left side. Past the 50, past the 40. Down at the 34-yard line. A massive play by San Antonio, and they're ready to extend this lead before the half already. Cody Latimer having himself a day. Dormady in shotgun looking to throw on 1st and 10. Has some time, but going to be sacked from behind at the 45-yard line. Vic Beasley pushing San Antonio. Honestly, that could be out of field goal range for San Antonio. Yeah, he can't take a sack there in this situation, but they still got plenty of time to get back into field goal range. Luckily, Dormady didn't fumble there. Under 40 seconds left, Dormady and shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers left. Ball on the 44, looking to throw 2nd and 19. Stepping up, going to try to keep it himself, but is going to lose a yard on another sack. And San Antonio calls their 2nd timeout. Saying that San Antonio needs 9 yards for field goal range.
Hey, can someone explain to me how Alec Burks is becoming prime Stephen Curry right now?
It's not gonna matter. But if Vic Beasley did indeed lose the Super Bowl, Ballflash, do you want to say the true key point of that Super Bowl though? Because if not, I sure as hell will. Dormady shotgun back to his left, two receivers each side. Going to hand this one off up the middle, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. So it doesn't get enough for field goal range. Try giving it to Morgan Ellison, and that would probably just bring us to halftime. Yeah, they're letting this clock run. We're heading to halftime. Yep, 28-3. The first half dominated by San Antonio. Arlington gonna need to find some kind of rhythm. So with it being halftime, time to take a look at the highlights from the DC St. Louis game because I missed it originally. Yeah, I agree. It would have been funny if this game was 28-3 entering half. I like how they're interviewing Wade Phillips, talking about Arlington heading to the locker room, while Arlington's also going towards the same area, because that's just where both locker rooms are. But yeah. Okay, I missed this game earlier because it just wasn't on ABC. It wasn't on my ABC in my area. So time to take a look at the highlights from this one so I can have a good idea for power ranking. Nice solid throw there. I mean, the key thing is kind of to figure out how DC played. Because St. Louis is still getting away despite the injuries. That first drive going for it on fourth down is a ballsy play. Especially not getting it. Yami, hey, he's finally using his legs a bit more. Good play action boot there. Alright, so DC's scoring first in this one. Damn, instant pressure. Jeez. Okay, it was supposed to be a screenplay. They tried to run a mid-screen here, but just either didn't throw. I mean, he could have just dumped it off to Hakeem Butler. But then you have this Holden here. I mean, yeah, he gets that to Hakeem Butler, and the guard makes the block like he's supposed to on the screenplay. That's a large chunk of yards. But He missed like 4. Damn. I mean, how many targets did he get? I assume it's probably a larger target number than previously.
Brunson went to the locker room.
Oh, y'all are fucked. That a read option with Jordan Teamu? Fucking finally they're calling this shit. It took way too long though. I wouldn't be shocked if this ends up being Teamu's better game because of them allowing him to use his legs a bit more. Alright, that went nowhere. Good catch by Alex Ellis. About the same. 3 receptions today for Hakeem Butler. Okay, DC. This play call. They've been using Kiki QT in this end around a lot more. It works, but he's obviously him being a receiver. We want to see him catching the ball a bit. But nice fake and get in the outside. Gotta stay up there though. Like gotta stay up. What did he trip on? So I assume DC's running game couldn't get shit going today. Oh my, Teamu. That's a rough interception to throw. I mean, he just needs to get that down a bit more. It's there. It's a good read. We just put way too much under it. I would imagine this was a lot better. I imagine for a St. Louis's offensive coordinator, I imagine they had a lot more fun calling this game because of the ability to do read option. Alright, so run game was a little slow for both. That's not that surprising. Mateo Durant isn't back yet for St. Louis. When he gets back, if he gets back this season, it will help out the run game a lot. Oh, St. Louis threw a challenge there. Oh yeah, that comes in early. I would imagine for Sailors, yeah. Alright, Hakeem. So I assume this drive ended in a field goal. That's probably why, though. Yeah, I feel like I'm St. Louis.
Alright. The news on Brunson's injury came by.
What was it?
Fractured left hand.
Oh, y'all are fucked.
And this is while, 3 of our players are out due to surgery?
Yeah, there's a good screenplay for Sailors.
One of our players played for 4 minutes before he physically couldn't continue.
Yeah, I saw the fake punt that DC did. I saw that on Twitter. Damn, what an effort by Manny Wilkins. Okay. Saving the drive there. But after something like that, you need to get a touchdown after something like that. They didn't call that down by contact? I mean, it probably accept a penalty anyway, but that should have been down by contact.
Yeah, I believe the game is over now.
Yeah, Brunson going down sucks for y'all. I saw this fake. A
It doesn't
4th
suck
and
for a
12
week.
fake.
That's our season done, bud.
I mean, yeah, but again, it still sucks. It's... Alright, Sailors.
How the fuck are we the unluckiest team in the goddamn league?
Hey, Sailors powered in a bit.
I don't even want to hear any Pistons fans complaining they're constantly falling behind.
How many fakes did DC have? Yeah, Sailors gets in. Yeah. Gee, okay, Teamu, I see you. Oh, that, okay. Yeah, I saw that it wasn't much special. It ended up being a throwaway. Yeah, fake punt on 4th and 12, I do not get that. But alright. This game ended 21 to something, right? Yes, I saw this Alex Ellis touchdown. And then you go right back to him back end zone. I'm keeping up. We're still at halftime, so just going quickly trying to recap this game. Because again, I missed him. Gallman gets pushed forward for a touchdown. Wide open. 2-point conversion. What was this? Just miscommunication. Oof, what a hit on Akeem Butler. Jeez. Oh, he's in pain. I mainly want to see as well the game winning touchdown. It's Gallman pushing forward. Okay. All right. Because we're back from the half over in San Antonio. So Arlington going to begin to return from the 10 and get past the 30. Danson and gets taken out about the 34. Helmet gets ripped off and there is a flag on it. Most likely going to be a face mask penalty. So going to be great starting field position in for Arlington. Yeah, clear face mask. Yeah, great efforts for sure. But Houston's great effort came in trying to just spoil the season. DC's effort came in a attempt to save the season. As again, there could be eliminated from playoff contention today if San Antonio wins. So ball at midfield. Martinez and shotgun back to his left. Two receivers spread out each side. Great starting field positioning. Going to play action quick throw left side caught by Sal Cannella, and it gains about 3 on the play. Yeah, we did. Perez and shotgun back to his left, 2 receivers each side. Going to hand this one off up the middle. Plenty of space to run. Picks up the first down and gets to the 38-yard line. Is Devion Smith. Perez and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers each side. Going to drop back, looking to throw. Has time throwing right side and is going to be incomplete through the arms of Tyler Vaughns on a comeback route. It was a perfectly placed throw, but again, just could not hang on to it. Yeah. Perez and shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers spread out to each side. Going to drop back, looking to throw. Quick pass over the middle. It is caught and brought down at about the 30-31 is Sal Cannella. And sets up a 3rd and short. Yeah, I expect the bottom 4 will figure it out. Like DC, like especially Arlington and DC, I expect them to figure it out. From the other 2, I think there's gonna need to be some good. I think there's gonna need to be mass changes for them to figure it out. As Lindsey Scott is in the game on 3rd and 1. In a shotgun back to his right, going to look to throw and trying to keep it himself. 3 Brahmas in the backfield instantly, but makes them all miss. Somehow fighting forward, still going, still being pushed forward. Past the 10, down to the 7. What? Lindsey Scott just broke off a 20-yard run despite initially being met by 3 Brahmas in the backfield. And he was pushed for like 15 of those yards. Just batch what? He spins away from 3 Brahmas, shoves off 1 tackle, and then was just carried forward inside the 10. Scott going to snap it, keep it himself, and gets right back to the line of scrimmage, but there is a flag. And it seems like this will be illegal formation. Not technically yet, but at the same time they have already won because Brunson is most likely out for the game. Perez and shotgun back to his left, 2 receivers spread out to each side. Ball now on the 14.
Just
Gonna look to throw.
not
Throwing
much likely
right
to
side.
do.
Sal Cananella jumps up and mosses the Brahma defender for the touchdown.
But yeah, Blake, let me correct you on that one.
Yeah.
Nod is presumably out.
He is?
He is out.
Okay, that's great.
Like, there's no chance of it.
Simple corner route by Canella, and he just goes up and goes top shelf and grabs it. We got ourselves a little bit of a game here.
What do we even do to come back from it?
Well, you probably don't come back in the game.
Just in general, like, what the fuck? What do we have to do to actually make a fucking run?
Relocate to Yucatan.
It feels like we've had literally everything over the last, like, 10 years.
Arlington,
We still
2-point
haven't
try. Perez
do it.
throw in for the end zone, and it's incomplete. They tried to make it a 9-point game and 1 possession, but instead it remains an 11-point game. I mean, I don't know what the Knicks do from here. Maybe
Do we try and pick up someone in free? Do we try and get Paul George?
do you
for a
draft
year?
Bronny?
No.
Well, you don't want LeBron?
You really think he'll be able to mesh well with this team?
I mean, it gives you, in theory, it gives you LeBron. So
I would rather just sign Paul George. Plus, I don't care what the fuck LeBron says he's going to do. He's signing with Cleveland. He's gonna be signing a 1-year deal with Cleveland, and he's gonna retire the Cavs.
that would be cool.
He's done the usual fencing at it, where he literally went to a Cavs game earlier. It's this is like the only other time he went to an opposing team's game was when he went to a Lakers game right before he signed.
They were at commercial break in San Antonio.
But yeah, right now I think Paul George is we're gonna need him.
But the whole thing was like your season got derailed because of injuries in the playoffs. You think Paul George would stay healthy in New York?
Well, we just gotta throw more shit at the wall, right? You want me to be honest with you? I want Mikal Bridges. It's not happening, but I want Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
I want him exclusively because he had the longest streak of games without missing it. Mikal literally never gets injured.
But coming back from commercial, Arlington had a drive to give them some kind of momentum back. Now need to make a defensive stand on San Antonio's first drive for the half to try to make this a one possession game in some capacity. As the kickoff is underway, return going to begin from inside the 15 and works it past the 35 to about the 37-38. What if the Pacers do go on a run though? But what if?
Alright, look, if they get past Boston, they won't. They're not getting past Minnesota or Denver.
What about Dallas?
They ain't getting past them if they get past Minnesota or Denver.
Yeah.
Right now, Minnesota's my favorite to win the whole thing.
San Antonio hands it off and is going to lose about a yard. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Again, Arlington's defense needs to come up big here on this drive to keep the momentum going. I won, Luka.
You know what?
Dormady and shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers left. Throwing right side where it's going to be incomplete. Attended for John Trey Kirkland, and no flags when they really should have been. It would be 3rd and 9. And everyone in the stadium is like, how do you not call a flag there? I wouldn't be shocked if you see San Antonio use their challenge.
Hart just fell down.
Yeah, there 100% should be a flag there. Dormady looking to throw in 3rd and 9, throwing over the middle and short arms it incomplete, but there is a late flag on the play. It is offensive pass interference on San Antonio. And did Arlington really accept it? No, they declined the penalty. So it would be 4th and 9. And yeah, Kirkland shoved his defender by like 5 yards. It pushed him like 5 yards away. I can check. But San Antonio punts this one away. Return going to bounce. Punt going to bounce at the 21. Are you kidding me? It bounced at the 21. An Arlington player is pushed to the ground inside the 20. And he kind of just lays there. And then the ball bounces off his shoulder. And did he recover it? He somehow recovers it. Nearly a disaster. It bounces off his shoulder. And San Antonio nearly had ball at the 18, but instead Arlington maintains possession. What? That would have been a momentum shifter. Wild. Let me see. John Trey Kirkland, Arizona and New Orleans. But he went to LSU, so that's probably where you know him. Yeah, we're at commercial now.
I do kind of want to point out.
It was 17-21 LSU teams, so probably could be both.
Both Josh Hart and Dante DiVincenzo getting a standing ovation.
They deserve it.
Yeah. Hart got it as soon as he was subbed out after fouling out. And DiVincenzo did it as soon as he was subbed on.
And Kirkland got a natty ring from Burrow at 19. I mean, just coming out of commercial break. And yeah, the numbers compared to last year and this year. Arlington's a better team than they were last year, but they just cannot close out games. Giving the ball to Sal Cannella more is definitely going to help out in the second half.
Indiana let the shot clock run out so we could sub out DiVincenzo.
.944 left in the third. Perez in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Now motioning one to be a back to his left. 2 receivers to the right. Ball on the 18. Going to delay, hand this one off to Devion Smith, who's going to fight for about 2 yards on the play. The Pacers had a playoff record of like 62% from the field. Damn.
Yep. Last three possessions were just
Perez in shotgun.
shot clocks.
Back to his right. Ball on the 21-yard line, so a gain of 3 on the previous play. Going to hand this one off once again up the middle and gain about 3 yards again. But there is a flag.
Allie's wearing a New York towel on his back right now.
It is Holden on Arlington, so it would be 2nd and 17. Yeah, he had the defender in a chokehold. Perez and shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers spread out each side. Ball now on the 11. Going to look to throw. Stepping up. Needs to find someone, get rid of it. Just going to needed to find someone who's just gonna shovel past it, and that might be intentional grounding. But I think they're saying someone was in the area of that shovel pass. And yeah, they're saying there was someone in the area to avoid intentional grounding. Because I think the ball also just barely got back to the line of scrimmage, which also helps in avoiding the intentional grounding. But now 3rd and 17. Going to look to throw. Treasure's going to dump it off to his back in the flat. Now there's Sal Cannella in the flat, who got hammered after picking up about 7. And there's a San Antonio player shaking up on the ground. Yeah, Cody Latimer played in Orlando last year. He was also in Denver. He was in Denver and New York. He technically has a Super Bowl ring, thanks to Denver. But he's been playing professional longer than I expected. Perez wanted to roughen the passer on the 2nd down play, but it doesn't get called. But Arlington is forced to punt this one away with 7.5 left in the 3rd. Down by 11. Rough drive there. Punt's going to be returned starting from about the 25, and Marquez Stevenson works it to about the 33. And that'll bring us to commercial. How are you feeling, Toasted?
Like, has there ever been a Dolphin season that's ended with, like, every single good player on the team being injured?
This past season.
Yeah. How did you feel then?
I don't know, it was like at the same time kind of like upset, but also kind of like understanding of we were just too injured to really do much.
That's about the same to me.
The Knicks and Dolphins really are the same fucking team, are they?
Like, yeah, we... Like, we should have made it to the finals if we were healthy. But we weren't. So we're gone in the 2nd round again. At least all our players are young. Other than, like, OG and Julius, none of them are really gonna regress. I just imagine Randall's going to regress too with the fact that he's injured. See.
Alright. Normandy looking to throw in first and 10, going to throw it right side where it's caught by John Trey Kirkland, who gets up and then runs for an extra 2 or 3 yards to pick up a gain of 11. And they move the chains. Normandy in shotgun back to his right, handing this one off up the middle to John Lovett. He gets past the 50 to about the 48. And that is going to set up a solid second down. So Dormady and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers each side. They get Arlington to jump. It's a free play. Sending one deep down the field to Kirkland, and it is incomplete. Threw it too far outside, but it will be a first down either way for San Antonio. They called in on Vic Beasley. They really are. McFarland gets the handoff up the middle, and he's going to lose about 2 yards. Yeah, he's really like, wait for it to be a 25-point game, then I'll turn it on a bit to try to come back. Second and 12, Dormady and shotgun back to his right. Gonna drop back looking to throw a quick pass left side. Is going to be caught, but only gets back to the initial line of scrimmage as Marquez Stevenson. They might have given him an extra yard. Either way, it will be third and about 9.5. Third and 9. So it's only gained 3 on the play. So still third and long. Dormady and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers each side. Ball on the 43, looking to throw. Pat throwing right side, back shoulder is going to be incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. The throw was low and away, trying to throw it back shoulder, and it just wasn't fully there. But it was enough to force the defensive pass interference, so they keep the drive alive. Dormady is playing a lot better today than he has the majority of the time he started games. Like I'm starting to like him a bit more and trust him a bit more. It's just when Gabers was the starter early in the season, San Antonio was flying on all cylinders. It's taken some time with Dormady, but they've gotten there. This pass is quick over the middle, caught for a gain of about 5 to Cody Latimer. You make it second and about 5. They might say second and 6. No, it's going to be second and 5. Yeah, second and 5. Dormady and shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers right. Going to hand this one off to John Lovett up the middle, who fights forward to about the 18-yard line, which would be enough for a first down. So San Antonio has killed a lot of clock on this drive. Been about 4 minute drive so far. Dormady and shotgun back to his left. Gonna hand this one off to John Lovett once again up the middle. And gets to about the 15-yard line for a gain of 3. Pyle still trying to be pushed. Might have gained an extra yard from the Pyle pushing. So yeah, gain of 4 on the previous play. And San Antonio's calling their first time out due to play clock. So again, a scoring drive here from San Antonio goes a long way to ending this one, with 2.5 remaining in the third. Dormady and shotgun back to his left. Going to touch pass this one. And trying to find space. Gains about 2 yards on the touch pass. And that was Puka Williams on the reception. And it will be 3rd and 5. So Chase Gabers gets back as soon as next week, so he will be back for the playoffs. So they're going to have a decision to make. Dormady and shotgun back to his left, sending a receiver in motion, looking to throw in 3rd and 4. Throwing right side, it is caught by Cody Latimer, who gets in, walks in, touchdown San Antonio, but there is a flag on the play. Same. I expect Gabers to be back. It is offensive pass interference on John Trey Kirkland. So the touchdown gets called back. And it's because of the pick route. Yeah, Kirkland sets a pick before releasing on the rest of his route, and they're going to call that majority of the time. So next week, here's the thing with San Antonio, though. They play Birmingham and then St. Louis. There's not a good week for Gabers to come in and readjust quickly if they want home field. So I wouldn't be shocked if they ride with Dormady. As San Antonio is using their challenge on the offensive pass interference. Yeah, Kirkland that goes directly to the defender. Doesn't even try to run a route. That's gonna stand. There is contact. I think they're making sure how far down the field he is. Yeah, they play Birmingham next week. And I'm not able to call it because I'll be out of town. I hate everything. And yeah, the offensive pass interference stands, so San Antonio's going to lose their second timeout. But that should be a good game, but I'm not able to call it. Whatever. I will be. I'm making sure I will be in town and able to call all the playoff games, the championship game, and all the Week 10 games. That's guaranteed. It's just next week I'm gonna be out of town, so I'm not able to call those games, which sucks because I would have loved to call Birmingham San Antonio. That was like after like week 1 and 2. That was my championship like prediction. Of course, it's kind of been altered since then with St. Louis instead. Like I'm really looking forward to that game next week. Dormady looking to throw in 3rd and 14, and is going to be sacked back at the 30-yard line. So Arlington makes a big time stop to try to hopefully keep this a 14-point game in 2 possessions. Yeah, it happens. But yeah. I would have been okay with like me missing that game next week if I was able to call DC St. Louis today. But of course ABC didn't cover it in my area. So Santoso on from the left hash for a 48-yard field goal try. Kick is up and he misses it wide right. Arlington maintains an 11-point deficit. And the red zone issues of San Antonio today. Oh boy. Buffalo, sign him. He's your next Scott Norwood. And that brings us to commercial with a minute left in the third. What are the other... Because there's another Game 7 today, right, for the NBA?
Yeah.
Yeah, but of course it's at 8 p.m.
Yeah, we could keep it on for 2 more hours.
No.
Well, I don't see why we wouldn't.
Because I am hungry. So I'm gonna get dinner.
Well, just fucking eat your hand or some shit. I don't know. You got a football around?
I do.
Eat that.
I'm not gonna eat a football.
It's called pigskin for a reason.
Maybe I got a few other stuff I want to do anyway later. Or after this. Alright, so we have the attendance numbers for today, and they sit at about 11,400. So a good day for attendance out of the UFL. Yeah, eat your hat. I do have some hats. Despite the fact that I don't really wear hats, I have quite a few. Like my 2 main ones are in the other setup. Like I have a Soul Runner hat right over here. That I wore once. I do have a spoon and fork on my desk because I had a late dinner last night. I'm not eating a hat.
Eat the hat.
Yeah, we're gonna have like probably 2 plays until the end of the quarter. So we're coming out of commercial break. And the offensive pass interference led to a missed field goal. And Kirkley needs to make that look like a proper route. Yeah, that's a boneheaded mistake from Kirkland. So Perez in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers each side. Ball on the 38-yard line after the missed field goal. San Antonio looking like they're going to bring some pressure. They drop back. Perez throwing quick right side. Going to be caught by Sal Canella. And picks up about 6.
All right, Blake.
Yeah.
I think this is my section of the dream on this one.
Yeah. Perez in shotgun, going to hand this one off on 2nd and 5. And is going to gain about 3.
All right, Chad. Have yourselves a damn good one. I'll see you during finals.
Oh yeah, Stokes is out of there. So it's going to be us. Third and 2. 21 seconds left in the quarter. Yeah, San Antonio playing for a playoff spot. They win, they clinch. Perez in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 5 seconds left in the quarter. They get the snap off in time. Looking to throw a quick pass left side is caught. Past the 50, brought down at the 45-yard line. That's going to bring us to the end of the quarter. That's Deontay Burnett on the reception. And San Antonio and Arlington trying to come back in this one, down 11, ball on the plus side of the 50. And since we're heading to commercial at the end of the third, I'm gonna be right back. Able to go headphone-less for the rest of this one as well. It just feels more natural to me that way. Yeah, we're still at commercial as we're heading into the fourth quarter. Arlington looking to come back. Initially, we're down 17. Entering the second half, their defense has played incredibly well in the third quarter. They need to keep it up. The offense is looking to get a drive going here to cut the deficit and get back into this. But yeah, we're still at commercial. Yeah, UFL is trending right now. That's cool. Yeah, still a commercial. Alright, getting out of commercial break again. The San Antonio win clinches the final playoff spot. A loss keeps DC's hopes alive. Arlington's going to have the ball on the plus 45 yard line to begin the fourth. Perez in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, a back to his right. Going to hand this one off on 1st and 10. Spinning and gaining a yard is Devion Smith. Just can't get anything going. The ground game has been rough today for Arlington. That's for sure. Second and 9. Perez in shotgun. A back to his left, 3 receivers right. Ball on the 44. Motion in the back, out wide to the right. Looking to throw. Quick pass to Devion Smith in the flat. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 coming up. Rough spot to be in. They gave him a yard. That is a generous yard. Perez in shotgun. Back to his left. 2 receivers each side. 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Throwing right side. And he's going to be caught by Sal Cannella. What a throw. Finding a window. Fitting it into a tight window there. And they pick up the first down, keeping the drive alive. Simple curl route, and Perez can just fits it in there. Now in shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers each side, ball on the 34. San Antonio is going to send some pressure. Going to hand this one off. And fighting forward, Devion Smith gains at least 9 yards. Might have gained 10. And it looked like for a second there, a San Antonio player might have lined up off sides, but no flag on the play. Perez in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers each side. Going to look to throw. Throwing deep down the right side, and it's going to be incomplete. Javonte Burnett couldn't hang on to it. It was in his arms, in his hands, but great defensive play knocks the ball loose. Yeah, great defensive play getting a hand in there. Show some respect. That was number 28, Corey Mayfield on the pass breakup. Just great job there. And we're going to get a timeout from Arlington. Couldn't get that snap off in time. So they don't want to have a delay of game happening this time. They're in good field positioning. So gotta keep the field position in. Make it an easy field goal attempt if needed. And yeah, that's just a great defensive play by Corey Mayfield. Okay, I see an argument for a DPI, but no, that was just a great defensive play. Perez alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 2nd and 10. Touchdown goes a long way. Dropping back, looking to throw. Has some time stepping up, and is going to be sacked but kind of just shovels it. I think they're gonna say incomplete, and he got that off in time, but I don't know. Yeah, they're saying incomplete. I don't. Either way, I mean, it would have been like a 3-yard sack. So he came back to. Okay, yeah, that's incomplete. He got it off in time, I believe. He got back to Cat to yeah, he got it off in time. Okay, he got back to Canella late on his progression, but eventually he gets a shovel pass out there enough to make it just an incomplete pass. 3rd and 10 though now. Perez and shotgun back to his left, making adjustments at the line. 3 receivers to the right, going to look to throw. Gonna try a screen play to the left side to Devion Smith. Has some blocking, and is going to. He's gonna be. It's gonna be close, but I think he's gonna be inches short of the first. A great. The screenplay worked really well. Again, it's gonna depend on the spot. Needs to get to about the 14, and no, he doesn't. So yeah, that's going to be 4th and inches, and it's 4 down territory. Perez, offense is staying on the field. Perez and shotgun back to his right. And is Arlington calling another timeout already? No, they're challenging the spot of the ball. The challenge flag is on the ground. Bob Stoops threw the challenge flag. I think they're challenging the spot, which I don't get. It's damn close. For sure it's close. I'm just not sure if he got it. The true line measurement had him like 30 inches short, which that definitely didn't look like 30 inches short. But yeah, they throw in the challenge flag there. I don't think they got the first either way. I think it's still inches though. I mean, it's close either way. I mean, it could. Like it was nearly it would be a great screen call if they pick up the first here. But I know I think you should have just called QB sneak instead of trying to throw the challenge. We'll see. But yeah, they're taking a look at this. So yeah, it went from 30 inches short to 13 inches short. So technically they won the challenge. But it's still 4th and inches. But you'd rather it be 13 inches short than 30 inches short. So again, technically they won the challenge. Offense is staying on the field for 4th down anyway. Perez under center. And there is stoppage again. What's the stoppage? I think that was just the official stop and play for a second. What is the sequence? So yeah, again, it's 4th and inches. I would expect a QB sneak from Perez here. He's under center, 2 backs in the backfield. The line of scrimmage is being stacked from both sides. And he's going to hand this one off. It's close again. I don't think he got it. I think they're marking him down short. Try to hand it off to Devion Smith. It's gonna be close, man. I do not like that play call. I think he just got a QB sneak it. He's short. I don't get that play call. Why are you gonna halfback dive it on 4th and inches when the QB sneak is right there? Or just. It is so close, but I don't think he got it. No. Yeah, San Antonio makes a stop on 4th down. Man, that's a rough play call, though. So you waste your challenge, and you still don't even convert. Like, if you were going to throw that challenge back, you better have had a better play call than that. Man, I don't get it. Anyway, we're at commercial break now. There's about like 10 minutes left, I believe, in the game. And like that was even a field goal on that drive would have helped out at Arlington, because at least it's a 1-possession game at that point. Like a field goal makes it an 8-point game. At least it's 1 possession. But now, I mean, down 11 with 10 minutes left. You're asking a lot of your defense here to make a stop. Like, you're asking a lot of your defense, who has already played really well in this half, but like they need. I don't get that decision making. We'll see. We'll see, though. I just think the better call would have been QB sneak, if anything. Or, like, some kind of misdirection. Instead of just going right up the middle on a halfback dive. Hell, even a fullback dive probably would have been a better play call. Yeah, we're still at commercial. Wait, why is this showing that Arlington... Okay, Arlington challenging the spot again? I think they're going to lose it this time, if they are. Yeah, call stands. Okay, so they challenged the spot of the ball again. This time they lose it, and therefore lose a timeout. Okay, Arlington, I guess. I don't... Okay. Yeah, like, he doesn't... Oh, there could have been a face mask, but no, that's not what they challenged for. Normandy handing this one off on 1st and 10, going to gain about 2, maybe 3 yards with John Lovett. And San Antonio can now try to end the game on this drive. These are a gain of 2 on the previous play. Normandy and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers each side. Going to look to throw. Pass over the middle to Anthony McFarland is caught on the Texas route. He's past the 40 and pushed out of bounds at about the 45. That Texas route is doing wonders for San Antonio today. I mean, it's just doing wonders, man. Because Arlington's leaving the middle of the field completely open. Like, they're just not guarding it well. Handing this one off on 1st and 10, working that right side, gonna get past the 50 to about the 49-yard line is John Lovett. So a gain of 5 on the play, they're saying. So probably got back to got to the 49, the plus 49. Dormandy and shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers each side. Going to quick pass right side on the screen to DeAndre Kirkland, who gets the first down and brought down at about the 41. Oh, no, yeah, that was Kirkland on the reception. Okay. Damn, McFarland is having himself a day on the air. Dormandy and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. Ball on the 41. Going to hand this one off to Morgan Ellison, who loses a yard on the play. Arlington has yet to cross the 200-yard mark today. That is... Jeez, that's embarrassing. Dormandy in shotgun. Anthony McFarland lined up to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well, looking to throw in 2nd and 11. Trying to throw it to McFarland in the flat, but it gets tipped at the line and falls incomplete. So now 3rd and 11. Again, a stop from Arlington's defense here. It gives them some life, but at the same time, it's not only gonna take an effort from the defense, but the offense needs to get something going as well again. Dormandy and shotgun back to his left, going play action, looking to throw. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Miscommunication with DeAndre Kirkland. As Kirkland sat over the middle, Dormandy expected him to continue running the route. It was against zone defense. Yeah, it was against man, so I get the decision from both parties. Well, more so I get it from Dormandy. But there is a flag on the play. So we'll see what the flag is. As it stands, it will be 4th and 11. Unnecessary roughness on Arlington. And that will give a first down to San Antonio. Where was the flag? The graphic showed against San Antonio. The ref pointed against Arlington. The replay showed nothing. But I assume it was against Arlington. Yeah. I did not see anything that was necessarily or unnecessary roughness, but Dormandy gonna hand this one off up the middle, gonna lose 2 yards. And that's a killer though. And the defender who got the penalty call on him slams his helmet as soon as he gets to the sideline. I don't see where there was unnecessary roughness, but... Oh well. Second and 12 after the loss of 2. Dormady and shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers left. Looking to throw. Passing it over the middle to Jontre Kirkland. It is caught. And down to about the 19-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 10. I think they're ruling him down at the 20. So it sets up a third and short either way. But yeah, if San Antonio can run this clock down and get in the end zone, that's probably all she wrote. I mean, 17 points is still a 2-possession game in this, in the UFL, but Arlington's offense just hasn't showed me anything today. Dormady in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers right, looking to throw, stepping up, throwing towards the flat, and it is incomplete. Dropped by Anthony McFarland, who would have had plenty of space to pick up the first down. So Arlington stays alive in what will most likely be a 14-point game. Yeah, you can't drop that there. Yeah, he would have been able to turn up field and get the first, but you can't drop that pass. Alright, so Ryan Santoso on. The kick is up, and did he miss it again? He shanked it right. He missed it wide right again. So Arlington is alive. He missed it. He missed back-to-back kicks wide right. And with 4:17 left in the game, we're heading to commercial. And only an 11-point game. So it is 2 possessions. But Arlington does not need the conversions on either. If they score here, get the 4th and 12, and then score again, they would have a 1-point lead. So, yeah, both San Antonio kind of just fell off. They really put their foot off the gas in the second half. Arlington, I don't know what they're dealing with. Yeah, we're at commercial break. We're at commercial. Arlington now needs to score on this drive. Like, no excuses. You were gifted 2 drives down 11. You need to capitalize on one of them. Yeah, no excuses. Like, it's... Man, this is a rough spot. Here's the thing with San Antonio, though. Their special teams is in a weird spot to begin with because of Deshaun going down in the second week. But Ryan Santoso, he's been decent for them this season. It's just, you can't be missing back-to-back kicks wide right. And keeping Arlington in this one. Perez in shotgun. Back to his left, 2 receivers spread out each side. Going to look to throw. Throwing it left side, and it's going to be caught. And spinning forward for the first down is Tyler Vaughn. Gains about 10.5 on the play. Perez in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers each side. Going to look to throw. Has time, throwing right side, caught by Sal Canella, who's trying to make defenders miss. Gains 9 on the play, but initially caught it at the line to gain, but he ran backwards. And they're going hurry up. Again, they need to score quick. Only have 1 timeout. You want to save that for if you get the 4th and 12. Perez in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. Going to look to throw a quick pass left side, caught on the screenplay, and is going to gain 2 yards, enough for the first at midfield. Tyler Vaughn on the reception. Perez in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers each side, looking to throw. Throwing right side, going to be dropped on an out route to the right. Javante Taylor, right? Yeah, Javante Payton drops the out route through his hands. Would have been a gain of at least 13. I don't think you can be thinking field goal on this drive. Perez looking to throw, 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle in the seam. It is caught and sat down at the 28-yard line. That is Deontay Burnett. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. So 28 yards out from a touchdown. 2-minute warning. It's Arlington looking to keep the game alive. They need to score quick, though, out of the 2-minute warning. Beautifully placed seam route by Luis Perez. I mean, beautifully placed. And we're heading to a commercial with 2 minutes left. They found a groove in this second half. But again, that last drive of theirs, ending on the turnover on downs, is a crusher. Because if they would have kicked a field goal there, and they're down by 8 here, it's a lot better of a situation. Because then they could have tied the game on this drive. I definitely think if they score, you have to go for 2, and if you get it, you're put into a great situation as well. Assuming they get the 4th and 12 afterwards. You just can't waste your timeout on this drive. You need to keep that timeout for if you get the 4th and 12. Like, it's... We're still at commercial break from the 2-minute warning. Again, Arlington could really make this a game late here. They just need to find the end zone. Alright, just coming back from commercial. Ball on the 28-yard line. Again, they're in field goal range. They can make it a 1-possession game whenever they want to. But obviously you prefer a touchdown here and a successful 2-point try. Perez in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw. Throwing deep down the left side, and it's going to be incomplete, but there is a flag. That's going to be on San Antonio. Sal Cannella was being held throughout the majority of that route. So it's at least going to be holding. Yeah, holding on San Antonio is the call. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. That was clear as day, pretty obvious. So now ball on the 23. Perez in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw. Throwing right side, caught by Sal Cannella. Past the 10, down at the 5. Clock's going to stop for a quick second as he got the first down. First and goal, Arlington. Again, they have a shot. Perez in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers left. Clock starting to tick. 1:40 left. Perez looking to throw. Trying to roll out to his right. Just throws it away. And are they going to say the running back is in the area for that pass? They might. So it's just going to be incomplete. So second goal from the 5. A minute and a half left. Need to score quick. Can't be brought down in bounds. Can't be brought down short of the end zone. Pretty much passes to the end zone are needed. Because you can't afford for that clock to tick. Even though you have a timeout, you want to save it. And they're saying to get the snap off in time. Throw in back corner, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended for Deontay Burnett. They just barely got the snap off in time on that play. 1:26 remaining. You're not fully in 4-down territory. Because, again, a field goal makes it a 1-possession game. But, again, a touchdown goes a much, much longer way. Either way, the game's going to come down to the 4th and 12. Perez in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers left. Third and goal from the 5. Looking to throw. Scanning the field. Rolling out right. Trying to find someone. Throw in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown Arlington. Javonte Payton. Makes this a 5-point game. With a 1:20 remaining. And I assume they're going to go for the 2-point try from the 5-yard line. Yeah, it just makes the most sense. Offensive line held up just enough for Perez to roll out and find Javonte Payton going across the back of the end zone. So yeah, to make the 2-point try from the 5. Trying to make it a 3-point game. Perez in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, a back to his left. Again, to make it a 3-point game. San Antonio stacked in the box. Look like they're going to send pressure, but most likely will end up dropping back. No, they send the pressure. Perez throwing up a prayer, and it is incomplete. So it remains a 5-point game. And here you better not go to commercial, Fox. I swear. They're going to commercial. A 4th and 12 will be coming up after the commercial. That will most likely decide the outcome of this game. Arlington, who has been struggling all game to find chunk plays, now in the biggest moment, they need 12 yards to keep the game alive. And yeah, of course Fox is going to commercial right now. But yeah, still a commercial. All coming down to a 4th and 12. Arlington desperately, I'm going to say desperately, but getting that 2-point conversion would have put them in such a better situation. Yeah, we're still in commercial. Having a Gillette commercial now because of course. Alright, here we go. 4th and 12. All comes down to this. Ball on the 28-yard line. The minus 28. You need this needs to be your best play design. Your best possible play in the situation. San Antonio, they make the stop, they clinch the XFL playoffs. The XFL conference playoff game. If they don't, they need to hold on for a little while longer. Perez in shotgun. 4 receivers to the right. Motion in. Is that Lindsey Scott in game? Motioning 1 to the left to make it trips right. Looking to throw. Stepping up. Needs to get rid of it, but unable to. He is sacked back at the 24-yard line. San Antonio is going to the playoffs. Just like that, San Antonio hangs on. They're heading to the playoffs in this first season of the UFL. Arlington did the funniest thing. San Antonio sent 3 and got home with ease. Yeah, there was just no one. I think Arlington ran 5 12-yard curls, and no one was open. They had no creativity on that play call. And San Antonio was going to need this one out. Ended up being a pretty solid game, surprisingly. Yeah, 20-15 is your final. There's a minute left, but again, San Antonio's just going to need one more time, and that will be it. So I'm going to end it off here. Thank you all for tuning in. I only did 2 games this week, expecting to do 3. Whatever. There will be power rankings on Tuesday, predictions on Friday, and then a different video this weekend as I'll be out of town. Well, I'm sure I'll mention that again at some point this week. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe, you know the drill. Leave a like, all that. See you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.